The Scenic Route. Jane was driving home from college during the fall break. It was normally a 2-hour drive, but she was the kind of girl who loves to experience the changing of seasons, and so she decided to extend her route home by driving deep into the woods with the hopes of seeing some brilliant autumn colours. However, this extended route was likely to add 45 minutes anyway to her travel time to get home. She had taken the route a couple of times before, so she wasn't unfamiliar. She did this when she was in a adventurous mood, but she'd never had experienced it during autumn. She wanted to get immersed in the explosion of gold, amber, crimson and rust colours, which would be nothing short of magnificent. So as she drove along, her eyes were transfixed by the beauty of the trees and the leaves, and she didn't notice a gigantic buck jump out in front of her car. By reaction, without even thinking, she stabbed on the brakes and came to a screeching halt, laying down some rubber on the tarmac, stopping just a couple of feet from the impressive creature's muscled body. The buck stood relaxed, never even flinching by the near collision, and it stared directly at Jane for a brief moment, and then pranced away. Jane let out a deep sigh of relief, and then she stepped on the gas on the accelerator to get moving again, only to realise that her car engine had died on her. A feeling of unease ran right through her. This was not the ideal place to have a mechanical breakdown. But then a wave of relief splashed over her when she turned the key and the engine sprung into life, roaring away. Unfortunately, however, her feeling of comfort was premature as the engine died on her again as soon as she shifted the automatic into drive. She then repeated the process of attempting to start at least a dozen times before coming to the conclusion and realization that the car wasn't going anywhere. She reached out for a cell phone, and wouldn't you know, there was no cell service, no connection, and so Jane was stranded all alone in the middle of nowhere.